In our next example, suppose you are given a text file named cars.txt, and this is a sample data inside the file, in which each line of the file contains the model, year, and the price of a car separated by semicolon. So this time the values are not separated by commas, they are separated by semicolon. So your program should read the file cars.txt and save the data into another text file named result.txt, such that the car price of year 2019 should be increased by 5%. So by looking at the sample data, the first car is of year 2019 and its price is 20,000. So when we save it into the output file, then we need to increase its price by 5%, and notice that its price has increased by 5% and becomes 21,000. Also notice that the third car is of year 2019 and its price is 7,500. Therefore, when we save it into the output file, we need to increase this price by 5% and the price became 8,000. Now in number 2, it says output the number of cars with updated prices. And since we have updated only 2 cars, so the output file will have the message number of cars with updated prices is equal to 2. So let us go to JGrasp and implement this program. This is the data file that we are going to use for our program. It is called cars.txt. It has only 4 records for 4 cars. Notice that the fields for each record are separated by semicolons. They are not separated by comma. So when we call the method split, we are going to give it as an input parameter semicolon rather than comma. Also notice that we don't have a header line inside the file. So we don't have a title for each field. Therefore, we are going to read from the file from the first line. So we're not going to skip any lines while reading or processing the file. The fields for each record consist of the car model, followed by the car year, followed by the car price. We are going to read from the file record by record, and in each record we are going to split the fields using the split method. So let us start writing the program. For our initial code, we have created the program class called CarsRecordsReader, and we have included only the main method. Like what we have done in the previous example, we are going to bring the implementation for the program that reads student records, and we are going to modify it to make it read from the cars file. So this is the program that reads from the student text file. We need to copy it. We will copy everything inside main. And paste it in our program. And then we're going to modify it to make it read from the cars file. So the name of the file is cars.txt, and we need to change the data for our program. So here is the data declaration. First, we need a string for the model. Next, we need an integer for the year. And next, we need double for the price. And also we need the line number as an integer to indicate what is the line number we are reading from the file. And we need the input file as a scanner and file, and the output file that is called out file. So our out file is called result.txt and input file is cars.txt. So we don't have a header line, so we are going to remove this line. So we are going to start reading from the first line inside the file. Also, we need to remove these variables. These are from the previous example. And this is the code that reads line by line. So inside, we are going to read each record and save it into a string that is called line. We are going to split the fields inside this record by the splitter or the delimiter semicolon. And we are going to save each individual record into an array of strings. First, we are going to read the model. And it is a string, so we don't need any conversion. And it is in field 0. Next, we need the year. And here we are going to convert it into integer. So the wrapper class is integer.parse int, and we supply field 1 as an input parameter. And finally, we need to read the price, and we are not going to change anything in this line. And we are going to convert field 2 into the price. After splitting the fields and saving the corresponding data into the program variables, Now we need to check the year of the car. If it's equal to 2019, then we need to increase its price by 5%. So let us do that. So in here we are going to test for the year. So we say if year equal 2019, then inside we need to increase the price by 5%. And to do that, you write a price equal to the old value price plus the 5%, which is the price multiplied by 0.05. But you can make this line shorter by writing equal here, and you remove a price plus. So here you are adding the 5% over the previous price. Also notice we need to count how many cars. So we need also a counter here to count how many cars their prices have been updated. So we need a variable, and we are going to call it updated cars count, and we are going to increment it by 1. So this variable we should declare it and initialize it to 0, and we are going to declare it here as an integer, and we are going to make it equal to 0. We need to remove the unnecessary statements that were left over from the previous example, and after that we need to save the data back into the file. So instead of using system.out, we're going to use the name of the output stream, which is out file. Then we send the record to the output file with the updated price. First we need to save the model, followed by semicolon, followed by the year, followed by semicolon, followed by the new price, which is called a price. And after we finish, these lines are not needed because these are from the previous example. And this completes the implementation of writing all records with the updated prices into the file result.txt. Finally, we need to write at the end of the file a message showing the number of cars that their prices have been updated. So simply after exiting the while loop and after writing all the records, here we need to say out file.println, and the message is number of cars with updated prices is equal to, and here we write the value of the counter updated counts. To reduce errors, I'm going to copy it, because sometimes while typing we miss one letter, we get syntax error. So it's better we copy it and paste it. And also there is one more thing, that we don't want to keep the user uninformed what's happening inside our program. Since the output is going to be sent to a file, so it's better we print a message telling the user that the output is sent to an output file. So we write system.out.println, and we will say that the results are saved into the file, and we will write the name of the file between double quotation, and it's going to be called result.txt. And this completes the implementation of our program. So let us now test our program. We will run the program. So the program does not have any errors and it ran successfully. So it says here that the results are saved. We have a spelling mistake. It's supposed to be saved into the file result.txt. Let us run it again. And it says that the results are saved into the file result.txt. Let us open the file to see the results. We go to the directory or the folder where we have created our program, and this is result. Now when we open it, notice now this is the output file. It has all the records for all cars with their prices updated, and we have a message at the end says number of cars with updated prices equal to 2.